Good evening, guys. The sun is still up, and this is an interesting topic. No music for this one. Now, previously, Darth Cervantes has been one of the people that I've covered in my videos and my topics and the topics that I've been, making videos of. I guess that's redundant, but to my understanding, Mr. Cervantes suffered a 24-hour temporary ban. And I was very honestly, I was quite sincerely surprised. I'm like, wow, they hit him with a ban. Because aside from a few marginal remarks on the side that would hint to a few discontentments towards the game, the majority of what this guy says on the forum is in support of Below Zero. This was one of the guys to where I'm like, hey man, he's protected class. He's in support of the game. The Unknown Worlds isn't going to do shit to him. And I brought up the fact that this guy made this entire post and admitted, as you can see, Andreas right there at the bottom, page 2, he's pointing out Darth Cervantes admitting, yeah, I'm trolling you guys. And I'm like, Unknown Worlds ain't going to do anything. Well, Unknown Worlds did do something. They banned him for 24 hours. And I'm going to be honest, I chose not to make a video of that. And I'm going to tell you why. Not because, I didn't want to point out one of my own mistakes. Come on, you're here right now, and you're watching this video and you're listening to my fucking voice flying into your ear holes. You know what you're doing, you know how you got here, and you have some kind of idea about me. I love pointing out my own flaws, my own mistakes, my own little typos, my flubs. I'm amused by the mistakes that I make. Levity is one of my companions, right? I love that shit. But this is not a flub. This isn't a typo. This isn't a slip of the tongue. This was a mistake that I made. And I'm going to cut, you know what? Cut the fluff. I'm going to tell you why I didn't make a video about this up until now. Basic human fucking decency. Out of a modicum of respect for Death Cervantes, I'm like, shit. This dude got fucking banned. I didn't know if it was temporary. I didn't know if it was permanent. I know, and my past experiences when I've gotten banned from some forums, the moderators and the developers chose to not only ban me and permanently remove my posting privileges, but every single one of my posts removed, all evidence of my existence wiped. But in other forums, such as Below Zero, I was banned, but not one of my posts since my ban. And believe me, I've got the free time. Every now and then, when I do get free time, I'm autistic as fuck. I go into my free time like the lawnmower, man. I'm like, I got 2 hours of free time. Bet I'm going to turn that shit into 4 hours of free time. I guarantee you I'll do it. I spend my free time like, I get bang for my buck, right? I've looked into my own post history since I've been banned from the Below Zero forums. Not one of my posts has been posthumously removed. And you know what? Man, I talk shit about Below Zero's developers, Unknown Worlds, and I'm not going to take a single second and a single word of any of it back. But at the same time, I'm a praise y'all motherfuckers when y'all do shit right. For every second I spend calling y'all out, I'm going to be fair, and I'm going to be like, you know what? Well, here's where y'all doing shit right. Y'all banned me to prevent, and say what I will. I'll also follow that up and say, you know what? I understand why I got banned. I was a problem for you guys. I think that at any point, any one of you could have stepped out and contacted me. And it's like, bro, Jeremy, like, well, y'all wouldn't know my name. Y'all be like, yo, what's up, Dragonborn? Like, what's your problem, dude? Like, you got to stop with this shit. You got to chill out. What are your problems? Is like, we understand your criticism, and y'all could have pointed out, like, dude, you've already said this like a month ago. Y'all could have pointed out how I just can't let shit go. I just drill into something over and over and over, and it's like, you got to let it go. You said your piece, move on. Yeah, y'all could have broke bread with me. I could have, I mean, these are things that I've learned myself. I review myself on a daily basis, and man, that's character growth. I like to review myself, because inside of my mind and outside of my mind, they're slightly different. I can see myself in one view, but when I record myself and I'm like, 2, 3, 4, half a year ago, I look back at old videos of me and I'm listening to myself and I'm like, what the fuck? That was me? I'm like, no, that's not me right now. I'll call myself out before anyone else will, right? But this is a situation where Darth, I completely stepped out of line. I'm talking shit. I'm running my mouth. I know everything, blah, blah, blah. My shit don't stink. Darth Savannah's got banned. And I'm like, well, fuck, you know what? What do I do? And then I thought about it. I'm like, I'm not going to make a video out of this to clear myself, to clear my conscience, to be like, well, you know what? I'm going to be fair. I'm going to cover everything. This is a situation where I'm like, he got banned. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to think about not necessarily myself. I'm thinking about how my actions can be the most respectful to this dude. But since he was banned within the past 24 hours, there were more comments. Give a read. And this is really where we catch up. Varys calls him a troll. At this point, right here, past that, past 507, at this point, he got banned. This is the 24 hours he couldn't post. The dude says he prefers the Cyclops. I understand that. That's a dead horse. Bunny Kicker comes in. Yeah, we can. Yeah. And here it is. He comes back 3 hours ago. Welcome back, Darth, not Death. I want to pronounce these people's names right. Darth Cervantes. Take my proper pronunciation and my sincere apology. I'm sorry, dude. I'm calling myself out. I did you wrong. I don't agree with you, but that don't got nothing to do with me disrespecting you. You don't know about me. Darth Cervantes, since I've been banned, he hasn't said anything in any response to anything I've ever said. This is me calling this dude out, and he ain't done nothing wrong to me. My bad, dude. I'm kind of an asshole. I got some room to grow. But he comes in, I didn't admit anything. And this is him talking to Andreas. He says he's not trolling. He doesn't admit to trolling. You're free to make your own interpretation of my words, but don't put words in my mouth. Why is it better? Because to investigate small places with a vehicle, it helps for something to be smaller. This is simply the law of physics. He didn't invent the concept. Brzezinski. It's a shame that we can't customize the interior of any C-Truck modules like we could the Cyclops. I agree. It had all the fun of base buildings, but in a mobile form. I would have preferred the sleeper, fabricator, and storage compartments were consolidated into a single large one with the built-in toolable interior. Sydney says he doesn't like it, but pretty much this whole video right now, I go on and on about how I like to tie up loose ends and plot threads, and I don't like to leave things unanswered and, unabated. Well, here's me calling myself out. I love to call people out. I love, like, man, you fucked up and I got proof and I got evidence and I'm going to point it out why. And I like to point to people, unknown worlds, this guy here, Gravedigger, Aldwolf, Weaver. Y'all fucked up. I got proof. Y'all fucked up. Well, you know what? I fucked up. And I got proof and I'm calling myself out. Character growth. Looking at myself. And you know what? I'm not even at the rebirth state. My hero's journey hasn't even come halfway yet. Talk about coming full circle. I haven't even completed my hero's journey. I know some people that are on the 3rd or 4th pass of their hero's journey. They done passed me and lapped me several times. I'm still on my first lap. I'm trying to complete my first hero's journey. But you know what? I'm making progress. And this is putting me just a little bit further down that path. I'm getting just a little bit closer because I'm never going to be normal. but I'm always going to be approaching normal.